Have you ever wanted to be able to watch Netflix while riding your Peloton? Or maybe you want to take your Peloton setup to the next level. I've been searching far and wide for the best Peloton accessories, and here are 15 of my favorite ones. I don't know if this happens to you, but it happens to me all the time. I'll start a Peloton workout and then a few minutes in, remember that I need my water bottle or towel. And thankfully Peloton did add the pause button last year, which is great, but there's still one problem, and that's walking around with these cycling shoes on, which not only is awkward, but can also cause serious damage to your floor. But now there's a solution called the VeloSandal. And so you can just step into these and walk comfortably around to grab whatever you need before slipping them off and jumping back into class. Now, VeloTowel, the company who makes the VeloSandal, also has a solution to keep your sweat off your floor, off your bike, and even off your face. And what's unique about VeloTowel is its more minimalistic look and design, using up only enough space to get the job done of keeping your area free from sweat. But if you want a more colorful, unique design to keep your Peloton bike looking fresh, you'll probably want to check out Drip Accessories with their big sweat floor protector and matching handlebar spin towels. They've got a ton of designs to choose from, which is great, so you can make your bike look just the way you'd like. Plus, you can cover up these handlebars, which can get a little funky if you leave them unprotected over time. Speaking of keeping your device protected, if you have your Peloton near a window like I often do, you may want to look into getting a screen protector to keep your display from getting any sun damage. This neoprene cover from TrubliFit covers both the front, the back, and even underneath if you want to zip it up. Now, one of the reasons I purchased a Peloton Bike Plus over the original was because of the rotating screen, which makes it easier to take boot camp, strength, yoga, and mobility classes. But you can easily do this as well with the original Peloton bike if you have a device called the Pivot by Topform Design. I helped install this on a friend's bike last year, and it was very simple and easy to do. And while I personally don't need the Pivot, I do use another device by Topform Design called the Adjuster. The Adjuster allows you to adjust your Peloton bike, moving the handlebars closer or further away. Because if you're a shorter or taller person, then riding the Peloton bike can be pretty rough since you can't get into an optimal position. And while I'm average height, my wife is just under 5 feet, and she would not be able to comfortably ride the Peloton bike without this. Speaking of comfort, having a good fan or a set of fans can make a huge difference in how enjoyable riding a Peloton bike feels. And I actually made a video where I tested out 8 Peloton bike fans, and my favorite one by far was the dual fans by VeloQuip. Not only do these provide a ton of air from both sides, but they also sit out of the way underneath your handlebars. And while their batteries can be charged to run for several hours, they can also plug directly into the Peloton monitor itself, so you never have to charge them if you don't want to. And while I've had these great fans set up on my bike for a while now, I've struggled to find an equally good fan for the Peloton Tread. But finally, I found the best solution, and that is the Peloton Tread Dual Fans by TrubliFit. While these fans may look small, they actually work really well and can be easily adjusted too. They also plug into the back of the monitor, so you don't have to worry about charging them either. Though even with a fan, you'll still probably want a towel for your tread to help wipe the sweat off your face. And the best solution I've found is the Drip Towel by Drip Accessories. What makes this towel so great is that it easily snaps into this clip so that it hangs by your side while you run, and it's retractable. So after you use it, it quickly snaps back into place out of the way. And this may seem simple, but I can say honestly, this is probably my favorite accessory for the Peloton Tread. Now, when I want to go for an easy walk or a light jog, I often find myself wanting to watch something that isn't a Peloton class. And so I use this tablet holder to be able to check out the news, watch a video, or even play a game while I get some exercise. And this tablet holder is made from TrubliFit as well, which I really like since it's bolted directly into the cup holder itself. It feels very safe and secure to use. And sometimes throughout the day, because unfortunately editing these videos requires me to sit a lot workout, I'll try to work standing up, and so I'll take my laptop over to the Peloton tread and use this tray by Topform Design. It looks great, comes off and on very easily, and is a great tool to have if you need to get moving a little bit more if you work from home. Now, one of my favorite parts about the Peloton tread are the boot camp classes, and since the tread is in my living room, I don't really want to have a whole set of various dumbbells laid out here, and so I use a single pair of adjustable dumbbells to get the work in. Now, the only problem with adjustable dumbbells is that in Peloton classes, you often have to be able to change your weights between movements fairly quickly, and that's why I like these iSelect dumbbells by NordicTrack, because they can change weights extremely quickly, taking less than 1 second to adjust between 5 and 50 pounds. Now, if you want to take your boring Peloton setup and give your room a more studio feel, you can buy a set of these music syncing studio light strips by VeloQuip, and at only $30, they are a very easy way to make your workout area more fun. And not only does a setup like this make your rides more engaging, but since the lights sync to any music, you can also use them like I do to throw epic dance parties for your kids. But if you really want to step things up to give you that full studio experience, you're gonna want to get that music bumping. And while the Peloton Bike Plus speakers are definitely better than the original Peloton bikes, they aren't nearly as good as the new studio soundbar designed for Peloton by VeloQuip, with a 50-watt output coming from two 2.25-inch drivers and a bass enhancing port for high fidelity sound. This will take your Peloton workout experience to a whole new level, and it works safely on the tread as well. And finally, I've saved the best for last, because the number one request that I get asked all the time about Peloton is how to watch apps like Netflix on it. And while we put out a very in-depth tutorial on how to do that with a Mac, it's pretty complicated, and getting it set up doesn't always work for everyone. But luckily, there is a brand new product called FitSwitch, which allows you to easily run Netflix, Hulu, or whatever app you want on your Peloton while you take a Peloton class. It works on both the Peloton bike and tread, and given that the new Peloton Row has the same screen, it will likely work on that too. So definitely one of the best accessories I have ever seen for Peloton, and super happy to see someone finally make a device like this. Now, let me know what your favorite Peloton accessory is in the comments below, and if you want to learn more about what's happening with Peloton right now, make sure to check out this video I put together the other week on Peloton's master plan. Appreciate you being here as always. This is Colin with Connect the Watts, and I'll see you next time.